Hey everybody, this is Ralph Martin, and as many of you know, I'm on a 30-day video blitz, 30-day challenge, doing videos for Zukul Ad Network. And as many of you know, Zukul Ad Network is a awesome advertising platform. It is also a revenue sharing program. It's also an affiliate program. But what I want to talk to you today about is looking beyond today. And the thing is Zukul Ad Network is actually based and founded from a company called Zukul. Kind of think of Zukul as the sprocket of the wheel and Zukul Ad Network as one of the spokes. And Zukul Ad Network, as many of you know, is going to launch on April 1st. We have over 25,000 members who have pre-registered. It is gonna explode. And I've talked about in previous videos, I talked about staying informed with Google Hangouts. Zukul Ad Network, Zukul is running a lot of daily Hangouts right now because we're preparing for the launch. And what I want to talk to you today is looking beyond today. And I'm going to give you a very interesting example. Everybody is familiar with the microcomputer boom that occurred in the late 70s, early 80s. Many of you are too young to understand what was really happening back then and some of the players that were involved and some of the companies that really made it big. But you know, it didn't start that way. Even Steve Jobs with Apple, Bill Gates, there was kind of a competition between the two. And in the late 70s, had the opportunity to work for a electronics company many of you probably have heard of called Radio Shack. And at that time, they came out with the microcomputer. They were one of the first companies that came up with the idea of putting a computer into every household. Apple took it a step further, decided that they were going to put a computer in every school. But one of the things that happened with Radio Shack is that they didn't become the first company to get a computer in every household, although you would have thought they would have, because they were the first ones there. You see, many people rush around thinking if you're the first one in something, you're bound to be, at the forefront of it. Well, Radio Shack was actually too early for this computer revolution. They actually started wanting to get a computer in every household probably 3 or 4 years too early. They didn't think about beyond today. They made a big mistake. This was before pull down menus. This was before Bill Gates came out with what he came out with. This was before the industry decided to make it easy for people to work on a computer and do what they needed to do with it. Radio Shack just focused on being the first ones, but the computer was very complicated in those days. People were programming in BASIC. They were, they were going into DOS, trying to make programs. The industry was very early. So my focus is to talk about thinking beyond today, thinking about what might happen years from now. And that is what the owner of Zukul Ad Network did with Zukul and Zukul Ad Network. This business has been planned for a long time now. It is not like your typical rev share program that has the lifespan of about 6 months. Everybody rushes in to make as much money as they can. And then it slows down because the only thing that's keeping it moving are new members joining. And once that slows down, people aren't making as much money, so they switch off to the next bright, shiny object. That is not going to happen with Zukul Ad Network because the owner looked beyond today. We are in a situation where advertisers are coming in to advertise legitimate, real businesses, not just internet marketing and network marketing related, but real business. They're drawing revenue from many other spokes on the wheel. So if you want to be in the right place at the right time, I suggest that you click on the link that says zukuladnetwork.com and pre-register before April 1, and we will give you a lot of free software that you could use, but most importantly, you'll belong to a very solid business. And I'm telling you folks, you do not want to miss out on this one. April 1. Today is March 21st. And, you know, we have less than 2 weeks before this awesome launch. You know, I went ahead and put my Facebook link down below this video. Let's connect. If we're not friends, we can discuss the science of making money online. I'd love to talk about business, your business, and advertising potential and that sort of thing. Again, this is Ralph Martin, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Make it an awesome day. Take care.